Nights on white satin. Somebody's thinking the last time they saw you were wearing something satin or silk. And it could have been damn white. I'm looking at pictures on the community board of this YouTube channel, and I go by feeling now. I'm just not sure every one of them are me. I believe it's very possible that I have an identical twin somewhere. About as close to identical as you can get. Yeah, and I have a feeling that the two of us were born into something. I do. And we both could have been kind of switched out in different ways with different groups of different types of men and some women. And I believe Too Much Time on My Hands is playing by Styx. Is it Styx? Sure is. Could have been the last time that some of you even saw this, a woman, a man, something. Somebody was thinking of, what time was this in my life? Or how long has this been? I'm not sure how detailed this swapping out went as far as, or it's a clone, something like that. I'm just not positively sure. I was looking at baby pictures of me. Some of them look like they could have been me. Some of them look like they could have been another person similar. Too much time on my hands. We're going to go with this because I forget what the hell I was going to talk about initially. So tired of losing, I got nothing to lose, and I'm ready to do it. Are you at a standstill? I have all night to get there. I got nowhere to go. I got no money to go. How are you not going crazy? There is a older possible air sign who's back, or every time you check a message from someone, you get back pain. Sir, you're connecting a cord. I'm sorry to tell you this again. I know how much it bothers you to hear that. So what I'm going to say is that you're accepting some type of interaction with somebody who has back pain and possibly attachments that you're not aware of. Yeah, and this shit is actually keeping you bound, man. It's affecting you. I feel like you get confusion. It's not a confusion that weakens you as a man. It's a confusion where I'm very, very clear-headed, and then there are bouts of cloudiness that I don't like. I think that the reason they're telling you this is because you were going to go to a doctor if you didn't already. And 9 times out of 10, I'm sorry, but wherever you are, they're going to diagnose you with something so that they can, it's their pay. They have to put you on something or run tests and shit like that. Yeah. I would say hold on to your money, especially if you don't have insurance and you were going to pay for this. Or just hold on to your money for what you would pay in prescriptions that you're not going to need, and stop talking to certain people that you can tell as soon as you answer the phone or you respond to the text, you don't feel well. Those problems when I'm not even trying. I got dozens of friends. Are you a genius that's going to solve some problems in the world? As long as I'm buying. Huh. Lover. Oh boy. Who's null and void? There's a business deal with the president that is officially null and void. Some president. Right. That's just something that they wanted to squeeze in. Null and void can still be performed. A null and void contract where you just don't like. There's something within that original contract, or there's a law that protects you that you're not aware of. I don't feel like it's a null and void law. For somebody, it could be an agricultural law that's going to wind up getting you out of something because of what the deal was. Could have been more agricultural. And with that kind of thing, maybe because agriculture changes depending on weather elements and stuff, it could be something like some small detail like that where null and void could be performed. All right. Another person that has a lot of time on their hands, I feel like you just want somebody to date. What is this protection from jail thing that's so important? Are you iffy on people trying to, is it you that you feel like people are trying to get you arrested? Now, this could be this. Are you dating somebody that's actually, I don't know what Maple Street is, but did you just start seeing somebody? Do you feel like some things are being blocked, like things just aren't working out? Are you coughing a lot around this person? See, back in the day when they called you a cougher, you were a rat. And I think your grandfather or some older man that you admire that may not be here anymore told you stories about this, whether you remember them or not. This is the one that bought chocolates for themselves and said that somebody left them. Take me to the river. Either someone's name is River or that song came on. Washing me down. What is that song about? Is that about being baptized or something? Don't sell your soul to the devil. Talking Head, Take Me to the River lyrics. I don't know why I love her like I do. All the changes you put me through. Take my money, my cigarettes. I haven't seen the worst of it yet. All I want to know is, can you tell me, am I in love to stay? I don't know why you treat me so bad. Think of all the things that we could have had. Love is a notion that I can't forget my sweet 16. Something in the way. Do you know what this feels like? This feels like a guy who's with somebody who's maybe half of what he really wants. Whether that someone he really wants is in actual physical form and they exist, or whether it's just what he is interested in now. And I feel like somebody could have got hurt trying to move like this one. Or they can feel the idea of the woman that you like because of who you say you like on television and conversate, just things that you've said. All right? And it's weird. It's like she got hurt trying to mimic someone else. And now she's all depressed and shit. Taurus. Or this. What's with the antenna? Why does this one look like now they're holding a TV antenna? What happened? Did somebody try fixing something? Well, who are you trying to mimic? A Leo or a strong Taurus? Is this someone that they were married to? You're asking me, will my love grow? Does she ask too many questions? Well, what is this with you and I? Well, what's this going to be? How long have you been fucking dating? 2 weeks? This is what I'm getting. So, like, if we lived, where would you want to live? Let's say that, do you know what this does to men? You're pressuring this guy. This isn't interesting conversation. This isn't finding out about each other. This is you making this man feel like this chick moves quick. I don't mind it if it's needed, but this seems quick. That's going to keep me in a compromising situation. Huh. See, I think somebody wanted to make it work in a marriage with someone else, but that person doesn't have the money this other woman has. And there's a reason. Because some type of other beings, it could be an ancestor, Frederick, they're saying, Frederick or Frederick, is saying, no, we're not going to let you do this to one again. You're in this situation. You can't find somebody to replace her or him, and this is where the fuck you're at. You wanted to be an opportunist. They didn't take her from her money to punish her. They took her from her money to keep her from you. Don't wanna leave now. He could have lied and said that he left his other unbelievable lies they told. Look, he could have lied and said that he's the one that left his ex, and she, some real foul shit could have went down. He could have thought that he killed her. She's going to resurface. And it's going to be one of those things where the two of you may be out, and you're going to be able to tell that it's her, because he's going to turn to stone. I bet you're wondering how I knew. Listen, what I was going to get into the last message before I distracted myself again and went into something else. Turn to Stone was on. That was that Electric Light Orchestra. And I have a feeling that some things are going to happen amongst certain beings where people are going to wind up standing still when they're in their presence for a minute. You're going to feel who it is because you may feel like you paused for a little bit. All right? Where are we at? What happened? I care more about what you say in my comments than you think, but I don't feel like this is a channel. I think this is a person who acts like that the words don't hurt them. And because they always put this act on, they could be going a little stir crazy. I want to find out what happened with the ex. Yeah, it's not that they don't want to get back. I think that the other one is like, I'm uninterested. Tell me what happened with this. Did you catch him crying and he acted like he was crying over something else? He's crying over this woman. And she, you know what the crazy thing is? This guy actually attracted himself. So he has the balls to say that this girl's too dramatic or that she moved. You move quick too. She's mirroring you, you're mirroring her. This should be a perfect relationship for a disaster, though, but that seems to be what you like, because whoever was here before, if they were this kind of RH negative type of being, and tell me that they're a woman who's a King of Pentacles, which is like, everywhere I go, I attract wealth. I just attract great things. Good things happen to me all the time. It could have been a little difficult for this guy to get used to that, because when you're this type of person, a lot of other people are attracted to you naturally, and you get a lot of attention that you sometimes just don't even want. They won't believe that you don't want it, even though you'll show it, because they need the attention. It feels like you were in a relationship or married to a true fucking narcissist, and whether you're like me and you actually like certain narcissists, there are some that are just impossible to deal with. Yeah, somebody, this is the wife, so tell me what happened. I'm done. I'm walking away. I'm leaving. This is, I know my worth. Somebody said something too. Like, I just know that you don't deserve me anymore. Yeah, they walked away, and they could have even had to leave a home. I feel like this guy had to move away from a beautiful home that possibly where it's the sun shined all the time, and he was in a tight spot. Now, usually this guy would go in with a lot of emotion. I'm not sure what kind of emotion, but this is planned emotion over emotion. Or he went to a sibling or someone, a best friend or something like that. But I feel like he was planning on trying to... Who are you trying to be with, sir? There's something else here. Give me some letters, please. It's like he wanted to go back and forth and keep this other one. I don't know, they could have had the money. With the Ten of Pentacles here and a really good life. TR and PI. This could even be a trip. Was somebody planning on going on a trip with somebody else? Is that what this was? Did you start a fight, you motherfucker? Is that what happened? Let me pick a fight here, because I don't know if it was, but this time it didn't work. It says, nope, it working. It did not work. I feel like this guy did this where he would pick fights, and this one could have been so, I don't know what you did, ma'am. Let's find out what you did for work. You could have just been so busy where, oh, whatever, he comes and he goes. You know what this reminds me? Military training for something, for some reason, being blind with swords. You could have been literally training for something, or just training yourself for something personal. Whatever. This was blocked, though. I feel like they were planning on what? PI taking a trip. It was blocked and stopped. There was some kind of argument that happened. HN is at the bottom, and blank KE. T-Y. Nope. One at a time. J-E-E-J. A-N. Jean, I see. Ty Jean? Is there a Ty Jean? Okay. J-E-O-S, that could definitely be a, it could be a Jess, but it could be a Jose too. M-C, McCumbersome. Is someone's first name McCain? H-R. I heard Miss Rahi, so I don't know if this is a family member of yours that's up to something. I see Jane too. Mirth. And Chromenthia. Whatever that is, man. Thunderstorm. Is that what happened? Is this the interruption? To my honey. Oh my God. Hold on a second. This wasn't a letter for someone. This was a letter written by another woman as this man's wife that he had you accidentally find because he found out that you went through some of his things, so he implanted some things. No, I'm sorry. He planted. He could have implanted some shit in you. Who knows? I don't know if he's involved with the deep state or not. But he caught you on some type of camera footage going through a shoebox. So he put other, I don't know if you noticed that there was other stuff there. Like, what did he do? Just bring this over just to keep this here? Does he want me to go through it? I feel like she was too smart, but she looked through it anyway. And she found a note. And I think she knows who this ex is, or of her. And I think that she immediately thought, this just doesn't sound like she'd call him honey. You know what I mean? Who wrote it? Rebecca Oswald. Okay. Well, we're just kind of tired of the shit. Alright, so the thunderstorm happened, and I don't know, what was it? They couldn't see clearly on the road. This feels like they could have got a nail or something, or a flat, or somebody put a slow leak in there in a different way. Yeah, no, it's flat. It was already leaking, right? I think that somebody even said, your tire looks like it's getting low. But what were you in such a, were you supposed to go on a trip with somebody? What came out after this? Is it Ty-Jean, or Jean, or... Okay. This feels like flooding and everything, though. I don't know where this is at. And then what happens? There was some kind of younger person. They had to call their child or their nephew or something to call one of their friends' dads or some shit like that. It's just weird. This is how much this guy is hiding who he really is. This guy, did you have to offer some kind of favor to get this done? Like doing something real foul to somebody? Possibly on this woman's ex-husband or her dad. This feels like all another foot deep in shit. You get it out, your other foot goes deeper in shit, and it's because you're constantly trying to keep some kind of secret from coming out. That Machiavelli is Robbie Bronson, or Bronson. yeah, I'm going to get kickback for this, but I'm hoping that the people that this helps actually help me out in some way with that. I've helped a lot of you with closure on a lot of things and just helping you out with things, and I'm just still in complete disbelief, and I don't want to say it out loud and still put it out there, but no, nobody since the other day. It's just weird. Right. I never did believe it. Yeah. You know what this is? There's somebody on the other side that wants this whole family gone. And the guy that's doing this, you're not even the only one, but this is what somebody does. They make you feel like there must be a woman, an older woman involved with this who wants to be some type of boss. Right? This isn't how you go about it. So many of you women who want to be in positions of being a boss or a leader or a general or a chief or something, you just go about things. Your focus is outpowering the men. That's why it doesn't work. It's not for organization or to get things done for the better good of everybody involved in the organization that you're connected to. You don't care about everybody else. Why would you? That takes time away from your baby. Is that what you call it? Because your baby's falling apart. Anyway, she had other guys where she makes them feel like they're her number one. And then she finds things out about all of you. See, you use that shit for filth. GD. God damn. The fuck TF. PU. You weighed well. She has a mug, and somebody said that she wore the mug well. And once you said that, you became a target of this broad too. Aries, possibly. You can't even take a compliment. That was actually a compliment. Do you know how unattractive you really are? Do you know when a man like that tells you that you wear miserable well, that's actually a fucking compliment? Something tells me that there's a man here. Is this Camilla? You're a man. Jose Walker Ramos. This is what I realized. If somebody's going to do something to me, they're going to do something to me. Now, I rely on karma and swift kicks in the ass, but I can't just watch what I say. I'm helping out the right people. There was already a round of this that happened, and it has nothing to do with me saying I told you so, but they're just starting to see how shit works. You protect and you defend and you help the right women. You do blissful bounties all around, but you hide, protect, and help out financially a miserable fucking bitch. But on top of it, that could be a miserable male that you had problems with in the past. And I mean, it's like you're paying for bad luck. I have to put it out there that for every donation I get, they'll get it back tenfold. Set lock. I mean, is this what I have to do to get people to just, I don't know, is that the whole planet just want to see me stuck financially? Is that how you fucking people are? Who cares about what your account says? For the people who have money and you're so fucking high on yourself, that's I can't have them think I sent this to you like I'm some fucking peon. I'm worth more than your entire pocketbook and purse collection. Tenfold is what I'm actually worth as a woman. I don't mean what I come from originally. Yeah, please stop doing that and acting like you don't want to put your names on PayPal fucking things. Put a fake name on there. You don't have, people put the names of their YouTube channels on there. You can put different names on there. You're smart. But it feels like, to me, how many of you was I exposing? How many of you motherfuckers got involved with trafficking children? And you're angry with me because I exposed it. Well, here it is. Most of the planet did something at this point, and everybody's paying for it in some way. It's not just you all. And I understand that. Some of you celebrities lost everything. Fucking with me. You lost everything, and you won't show your faces anymore because you don't have your adrenochrome. And you don't have your money for all these products and surgeries and shit. And some of you you'll never go in public again. It's because of what you did to me, or you were supposed to help me in some way and you didn't because you thought you were better than me. the term celebrity, it's very misleading, because you think celebrity, you think high honor. You know, not everybody that got to where they're at got there because they did something honorable. In fact, most of you had to do something fucked up, and some of you are feeling conviction for it. Some of you were supposed to sacrifice me and you couldn't, and for some of you, I was offered a long time ago, because I'm gifted, to do something. To some of you, you found out that I said no, and yet you're still not helping me. What is it? What gives? I said no, that I wouldn't sacrifice Brad, and I was attacked every day since. I mean, since, what's it been, 12 years or 12 years old? Something. It could have been a long time ago that we met and they asked me to do something. All I know is I refuse to fucking lower myself and sell my own self out. Forget about the soul that comes with me. It's priceless. But I wouldn't be able to sit with myself and spend this money like it was nothing, knowing that somebody else's life was taken so I could have it. You're a fucking hitman at that point. It bothers a lot of us. You know what I mean? It bothers a lot of people who are on assistance, who are gifted. And some of you, celebrities, you're super gifted at what you did. You didn't have to do that shit. I mean, you probably would have went through some shit, but you would have got something out of it. People who are tired of working their asses off and they just see shit going up except for their pay. And it's not even their boss's fault, because they're in the same fucking situation. But then there's this group of people that live somewhere where they're not bothered by any of the other shit that we're bothered by. And people like me that are born into shit but didn't care about that kind of life. Maybe I need to let the universe know. I want what comes with that life, but it doesn't run my life. You know what I mean? Some of us, we wore fucking shitty clothes no matter how much money we have. We wear what we feel like wearing. You know, we don't care what we look like to the outside public all the time. You'll never see videos that you can truly trust. You know, now they'll put videos out there, and people reach out to people with channels and they offer them views and shit like that. Maybe a little something on the side or some opportunity for you to put false information out there. I don't know how the fuck you can do that too. I just don't know how you can do it, you know? I would rather struggle. Okay, and maybe I went through being tested with this. I know I did. I've been doing nothing but struggling for the past few years is what I remember. Okay, but it doesn't feel like it was more than that. It feels like I was taken from something at some point in time and removed because of my intentions with what I had. Some of you that were losing a lot of things, please stop putting faces in my mind. Some of you that were losing some things had another opportunity when it came to something happening with me to get something going again so that you can get some of it back in some way. The greed is overwhelming, and the fear of losing my money. This is how I know another species is here in form of other people. Because even people who knew these individuals personally can tell that they changed. You know, like, you never were this tight with money, or you used to do more humanitarian work. I don't give a fuck if somebody's threatening you. You hire your own army with the money you got. You know what I mean? Some of you have so much money and you're telling people that you were being threatened if you helped certain people in certain ways. This could be targets. Some of you had close to $1 billion. You could have built your own robot fucking army to tell somebody, you ain't taking my shit, period. I mean, I don't know how you could even let somebody, when someone says I have somebody to answer to, I don't have I have nobody to answer to. I answer to nobody but myself. Some of you are the most powerful people on the planet, but you're telling people, who is it? Did anybody ask you? This would be my question. Who are you answering to, if you don't mind me asking? You make them think about it, because some of you have nobody to answer to, but you're used to saying this. It could even been that you were programmed in some way manipulatively and covertly by some people that you spent time with, that they kept saying it. Well, we answer to this one. Well, I got to answer to this one. And they made up these fucking names acting like they're Ansel Adams. It's a fucking, what isn't that a painting thing or something like that, or some type of decor or some shit like that? Somebody called themselves, or they brought this name up to some people, and they even created some pictures and some fake documentation to make you fear somebody that does not exist. I fear me, and I answer to me. So please, just if it comes down to this, there are people on the planet who are targeted for things, a whole array of things. Some of them didn't even know they were on the target list. It was a personal vendetta for somebody else. Others were talking about things with their free fucking mouths that they have, that they were given by the Creator. The Creator says use your mouth when you need to. Not for gossip and not for slandering, but for actually telling truth, and then you'll receive blessings. Right? And that's just how the shit goes. It's this, you're telling me to do it, so I will not. And that's cool. Some of us, we don't like it either. So then what do? We wait to see, well, when does this wear the fuck off? When do they just feel like doing it on their own? 6 months, a year, 2 years, fucking 5 years later, still ain't shit happening. There's too much of this. Do you understand? Right now. See this? This is elites. And believe me, I know about it, okay? And I don't agree with it. And this was everybody else. So now to make it like this, some of you elites had to lose. You know what I'm saying? And now shit's going a little bit like this. I can feel it. There are people who don't have much who are more accepting of it, understanding that, okay, maybe let me just try what this bitch says. Let me try just being accepting. I mean, I did do some foul things. This could be from other lifetimes. Maybe I did create a curse because I'm always worried about money, and it curses me because with that worry comes a certain kind of vibration that you never bring anything in naturally. So now with that worry comes constantly robbing Peter to pay Paul and stealing this or just shortcutting this. I always get off topic. I'm just speaking for a lot of people who don't have a voice, and they don't have a channel, or they don't have a platform, and they don't think anybody cares. And people are just tired of seeing some have everything and others have very little to nothing. Life in the fast lane. Some of these people wound up being alcoholics and drug addicts because they started losing everything. And it is the shit catching up of sacrifices. Even if you set someone up to have them go somewhere and they wound up losing their life, and you did this for some kind of fame or fortune, there's punishment that has to happen before that can clear out. Some of you are almost clearing this shit out, and you have admitted that I'm talented and I'm gifted, but I was put in a very unsimplified situation, right? And I'm getting my shit back. Some of you are just okay with losing everything, and you're an alcoholic or you're a drug addict, but you know you're not going to be here for long, but you're pretty comfortable with where you're going to go because you accepted the loss. Faster, 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 telling me who's living in the fast lane. It could be this cat here. I think whoever this one is that he's with now, because this is what I got for one of these guys, right? There's just a bunch of guys who, they're stuck in these things now. I don't know if you let yourself go or you just don't feel like you're worthy enough for something better, but one of these guys is like, when you want to talk about dating your mother, this is the chick from Just Friends. This is the mom, right? Ooh, and how do you find some kind of passion when it comes to this? She doesn't look anything like the mom, no, but somebody does have that shit where it's like, God damn, did they clone my mom? And she's just a little bit younger. It's look how she's grabbing, swinging her hair, hey! And every time she bobs her head like this, he thinks about throwing some type of metal or cement or concrete object just to see if he can hit her. You know, I think he does it with her mind. And this man's mind is that powerful that it could have happened that she got hit by accident by somebody else, or something hit her in the face. It's kind of funny how that shit manifested, isn't it? There was a guy that didn't see his ex-wife for a few days, and he slapped the shit out of her through, you know, what we do. And I feel like he saw her with a bruise on her face, and he was like, holy shit, did I do that? I think you actually did, and I think she's lying about how she got it. Or somebody was around her at the time. Do you know how many times this happens where now you're manipulating somebody else to punch somebody by thinking about punching them? Do you feel me? There have been times where I thought about somebody cutting somebody, and I believe it happened. You're not going to put that shit on me. That was your action. That's your arm. You know what I mean? But if it was meant to be, it was meant to be. Some of you got rewarded for doing this shit. Either you didn't get arrested, or I don't. Some of you, your fingerprints show up unknown like mine did. Unknown, Archie. Yeah, they're lying to you again. They actually told me in Bucks County when they fingerprinted me. He said, this is so odd. I only had this happen one time back in the 90s or something, he said. And it very well could have been me too. And they could have changed all kinds of shit in the computer. Yeah, and then when I went to Bucks, I could tell it was the same goddamn thing. I mean, they altered my mugshot and put some kind of overlay on it and shit. It didn't look anything like me. Yeah. All right, yeah, they come up unknown. And I'm willing to do it in front of somebody. I really am. All right. Do you want some cookies? Huh? Does she wear an apron too? Fun cereals. I was going to go get some like fun please tell me. I'm not sure how you deal with this, sir. Unless you are living with your mom. I'm going to go just add it with how about this? I'll just throw it in the cart. Okay. Do you tell this man when he's eating unhealthy food, like he doesn't know that he's eating unhealthy food? Please stop trying to, this is the ear in reverse. She doesn't listen though. What happens? Tell me what you want, hon. She can tell when you're just agitated with her, and this is when the Susie Homemaker comes out. Tell me, what is it that you want? She doesn't ask you this every time she goes to the store. It's like she punishes you in some way by not asking you, and then she thinks, see, this guy caught on. She likes to drum up arguments that make it look like it's his fault. So if I don't get it, but he never asked for it, it's not my fault. But he mentions it, I have the right to get angry and act like he's attacking me. Why are you attacking me? I just walked in the door. If I was attacking you, you'd be dead. Yeah, my kind of attack kills. This is simply a questionnaire. Did you get my cornflakes, my bran flakes, my Wheaties, da-da-da-da? I don't remember seeing that on the list. See, a good wife, a good woman, pays attention to whether the box, they just shake the box sporadically. That's what I do. You know what I mean? If I saw my husband's coffee or his creamer shit, I shake shit to see. Because I like to let him know that I'm paying attention to what you need. We don't even have to speak. That's how they like it. This kind. You're not listening to me. Oh my God. Tell me that she doesn't do this too. What is it with this movie Smile that everybody's obsessed with? Or the act of it? Tell me that she doesn't do the... Does she? Reminds me of one of those carnival games that you throw shit in, you know, or at. It just reminds me. You know? Nostalgia, right. Yep. Whatever, with the forest in reverse. He likes to go hiking. This is the kind of woman that'll say, we don't ever do anything. Oh. Well, and this is how he is. Well, let's do something. Okay. Well, what do you want to do? Well, I'll get back to you. Sounds great. Fucking 6 days go by. So I was thinking, since I didn't hear from you, that maybe we would go, we got a tent shit, this, that, the other. You know how much I hate the bugs. All right, well, I might go and take so-and-so. Now, she knows that she can't say without me because you just made it clear that you didn't want to go. But that doesn't mean he's off the hook with the temper tantrum because she has to be mad at him for something. Why? Because she's insecure and she can tell that he's not attracted to her. See, this is what happens with men and women. They can tell when you're pulling back. And for some reason, they act even more foolish as if they want you to leave immediately. And what will happen is sometimes people will, and they'll say, this is my cue. This is the sign I asked from the universe. You know, I told her that, you know, hey, how's your day? And she threw a knife at me. I feel like that says get the fuck out as clear as anything. And then this crazy woman, when you have your shit packed, you're like, with a knife still on the wall, where are you going? Somewhere where knives aren't tossed at my head randomly. And wherever that is, it could be the corner bar, it could be the brothel up the street. It could be the weird house on the corner where people go in and never come out, but anything's got to be better than this. This dude likes to stand outside in the rain. He likes thunderstorms and shit. You know what's so crazy? When it gets to the point where you know that this woman liked that before, and now all of a sudden because you like it and you find peace with it, now it's like, nah, I don't like doing that anymore. I told you, it's very immature. Hi. Waves. And there's the excuse. Someone's using menopause. I don't have it. I'm older than I think, I believe. And could be 72. Could be. Definitely could be 70 something, 60 something, but I definitely feel like my soul is older than 51. It just comes in waves. I remember you used to be fun. What comes in waves? Well, when is the next fucking wave of fun coming, please? And then if he says this, what else is he supposed to say? What is he supposed to do? Or if this is your lesbian relation, it's just one is complete different than the other. But this would be, anything I say here could be loaded. Maybe I should just be loaded when I say it and just alleviate that whole worry part of it. Now I can use the excuse that I was drunk. You know what I mean? It just seems like a lot of excuses on one side. What does this do when one side has nothing but excuses and the other one doesn't even know how to come up with one? It'll never work. It is the official square peg in a round hole. That may be the case too, where it may seem like that sexually. Is this a roommate situation? I feel like this guy felt like he had to. This may not be the same, but there's a man I'm picking up on who felt like he had to sleep with this woman or she would have threatened the roof over his head, his security, yeah. Or you're dealing with this, right, with a female friend with some things that you did, that's all. Or you just kind of kissed her or something. What do you say to alleviate the next knife being thrown when they say, it comes in waves, but it's been months? This is what you would say, yeah, you're right. I guess I do the same thing. I'm trying to figure out when my last wave of true happiness came in. See, what you do is you forcing them to think the same thing. I would answer it however I felt like it, and I'm not sure that that's the way I would have answered this in this particular. I would have said, when is your next wave of even just openness to something new going to come in, please? I like these right now. Arcade. In reverse. Thank you, sir. See, in the beginning, the first guy, I didn't want to talk about him anymore because all I said was what I had to say for whoever needed to hear it. I'm not here to beat and batter somebody for the decisions they made because I'm not sure what they went through to get there. On to this other guy. You don't play video games or you don't play them anymore. So it's not like you have that go-to like other men do. TV in the reverse. I don't even feel like you watch a lot of TV, sir. Armadillo, LOL, you like to laugh. I like to laugh. It is crazy how laughing can be seen as weak. Nah. You need to laugh. It's a drug, yeah. Armadillo, this is definitely protective, right? They have a protective covering, coating. You don't do this intentionally. I don't feel like the intent is I don't watch TV a lot and I don't play video games because I'm protecting my vessel. I think you just do this on command. I don't like a lot of the shit on TV, ergo, I don't watch it. I don't believe it, and I figure, why fill my shit up with stuff that I may wind up manifesting one of these fucking overseas goddamn relationships. You know, I keep watching too much of this reality show. I might bring this shit in myself. Some of you did. You didn't even realize that you're watching all these shows about, what is this? I forget what they're called. But, and then you met somebody from another country who got over on you. Yeah, how important it is. So he knows this, whether he knows it or not. Instant results. Prairie. You feel it? That's my, I could kill her. That's my, you're that type man or woman that I just can't stand. Does she say, yes, But they're showing me somebody where there was a cocky argument and she got in his face, goes, yes, I do that, or something like that. Oh my God. I think just the thought of you open hand slapping her made your dick a little hard. I just felt it. There was a little tingle, and that was enough. And then now she may wind up coming home. Somebody's going to come home through the door right now, and they got a fat lip. You said the wrong thing to the wrong bitch, didn't you? And she hit you. But this guy imagined himself punching you in the face. Oh my God, you're going to love it. Law? Yeah, you'll see. Walrus in the reverse. Who has this concoction? What's up with the teeth? They're not the worst. But somebody saw a nice set of teeth, and now they can't stop thinking about it. Like, I didn't have something to compare it to before. In fact, I did, and some of the other women that are around me have even worse teeth. So this didn't seem so bad. But now, this double tap pink is next. This is going to be my regal, amazing, sexy, beautiful, sensual woman who agitates many. Earth and shaman, right? You know what I immediately felt? Somebody knows that you're very spiritual or you're very connected to the earth, whether it's messages or you have the spidey senses and whatever, life giver and spirit guide. I think that they thought they didn't want that at first. They thought you were going to be like every other woman that claims to be like this, you know, fucking jewels and shit and crystals all over, and then you start talking fucking weird and judging everybody but yourself again. And I feel like he was a little wrong. Queen of Swords and the shit, but yeah, the shit that you say. You know what this seems to be today with me with these is a lot of men who are intimidated by the words of a woman like this, by the quick-witted return and the ability to walk away to alleviate arguments that they clearly became accustomed to. You seem weird. The other one seemed like, well, this is before Taurus again. Speaker of God. Or this could be somebody incarnate. With the King of Swords. You don't hold back even with these types of men. This is I think what they're telling you men, and for you women who live your lives as men in same-sex relationships, is that this type of woman here isn't placed on this earth to cause problems with you. They are strictly someone that you wish you could be, but you can't at this very moment. Who wouldn't want to be this person who just says what they feel? And they do it in such a way that the right people find them charming. You're never going to please everybody. This person can't. It's impossible. But see, these King of Swords, where they like to have what you do with these men is you force them to hold something in, because of whatever you say is very direct, it is very matter of fact, and it's truthful. It's truthful coming from you, which is all you care about. I don't care if the other people around me believe what I just said. If it came out of my fucking mouth, it just is. This is who she is. And you force these guys now who are ready to just go back and forth with most women because they can pick up on their phoniness. They can't pick up on yours. So now they're in this weird place where I'm used to speaking and now I don't, but they're taking it like this. Am I being dismissed? Am I being told? I'm not, though. This one just requires a lot less of my energy. Huh. I need to stop looking at it like she's shutting me up. Master ancestor DNA. The soul loss was here, which makes me sad because of how many people, you know, I guess when they tarnished their soul with certain things. Shadow in reverse. I don't think that a lot of people know what really accepting their dark side is. And I think that the dark is really just being as honest as you can possibly be, because when you're like that, you move different, you make different decisions, and you may get into some pretty dark, dirty, and crafty things. Somebody needs to do it though. And it's better if it's someone that's a genius and very methodical than somebody who's sloppy and all over the place. Okay, see these guys before, because these guys, like I said, they're used to people holding things in around them too, which would make the women feel a little inadequate, right? This Five of Pentacles to me makes me feel inadequate, that they would shut it down or say something crass, right? You can't do that with this one. She won't let you. It's not that she's going to give you the answer every time. Sometimes her way of showing her worth, or how she feels, or keeping her respect intact is just not saying anything to what he said and letting him feel that that just wasn't worth a reaction from me, you know? And then what'll happen is he'll have this abandonment issue where he's going to feel like, you just fucking walked away and left me hanging. You embarrassed me. It's like, you embarrassed me. No, you embarrassed you. I'm sorry, sir. You embarrassed you by even bringing something like that up, or thinking, why would you even say that to me? You know, that may be the only route she'll go, is if he pushes that. She'll be like, what was your intention? What would you have liked me to say in return to that? And usually they don't have anything to say, because what they really meant and what they really thought they were getting sounds like shit when they go over it in their head. It doesn't make them look any better as a man. And you wind up pissing them off. Ergo, see, these guys, a lot of these guys wound up gay. I don't think they were gay when this one was in their life, though. I'm just going to be honest. I don't think it was like that, or just at least turning into some kind of woman-hating dickhead, you know, at the very least. Yeah, okay, look at this. She's the man, and she's the woman, and the Chariot it's regal to me. Perfect balance of masculine and feminine. Do you know how disastrous this could be to the right people, and how prevalent this is to others? This type of woman here could rule the planet by herself. So what you're going to have to do to benefit off of being around this type of woman is you're going to have to, at the very least, accept that she's honest and truthful. And unless you're somebody who's been lying to yourself about who the hell you are for most of your life, you're going to know when you're apprehensive on spending time with this one, how honest you are with your own self and how authentic you really are. Now, how much you say it, but how you really are. She forces you. Yes, she does. So whoever this guy is, the first guy, I feel like that's just done. But this here, with this guy, with this cookie baking, fucking lunch making, note putting in the goddamn, and for women who have done it, I know that you meant well, but this is this is almost, are you my mom, Edgar Hoover? She knows that she is. It's possible that in the same weird labs where they're breeding fucking wrenches with llamas, that they're also doing some type of laser surgery or actual cosmetic surgery to change the appearances of people's faces so that they can go in, you people with all this money that you're bored, you should just remove yourselves. For those of you who don't have a chance of changing, you're already destined for something horrible where it's in between two walls of the earth, where you can barely get air for all eternity. This is a new part of hell. You can laugh, you can say, but some of you are going to be shown in a dream tonight that that's exactly what it is. That hell isn't, it's not a strip bar with some shitty coke, with some demons walking around, okay? It could be for some, most of you who know that you're not right. There are parts where I feel like the most torture would be, I don't even know if the lake of fire would be as torturous as getting not even just enough air for the rest of your existence to maintain your existence and to be crushed. Some of you think it's no big deal, but you lost your breath or you swallowed something and you were terrified that you couldn't breathe the right way. Some of you have asthma and you think that that's bad, but you're really shitty people. And that's nothing compared to what this is going to be like. Like I said, I don't want people to go there. That's not the thing that I want. You know what I mean? I'm not that type of woman. I go from being, this is what I was shown in my mind, that my masculine is Ragnarok. Okay? Huge metal. This is what I was shown for myself, and other people saw it. Huge fucking powerful entity, just metal kind of transformer droid soldier type thing. But then Isis popped up. I'm Isis incarnate. And Isis was the creator, is the creator incarnate. Don't forget everything that you've read in fucking books and everything that somebody made a video about based off of information that they have also read in books. A lot of you have been shown shit. You know, they show us things in our mind, and you can tell which things are altered and which are not when you have a certain a level of enhancement when it comes to your feeling. Doesn't matter any kind of skin color. But there are people who thought that they were, and you're just not. It's me. And you can flip cards on it. Please clean your cards, though, for those of you who don't do that. You can use a pendulum. Please ask it right. Expect that you're going to get an answer that you don't like. Otherwise, you're going to try to manipulate it. You may not even be aware of it. I invest in my own fucking happiness. And I have to turn my back on anything that's going to bind me. This doesn't necessarily have to mean food. I don't care about what I eat. You know what I mean? I don't have that belief that if I'm bound on the inside, I'm bound by everything else. Everything with me was who I was spending time with that secretly wanted to kill me and take everything that I had, possibly. And or me having people constantly trying to keep me from knowing who exactly I am. I don't mean ISIS. You know what I mean? Truth. Okay. So there are a lot of men who want something else, but they don't have the gall to cut something completely off. Most of you don't know how to just be by yourself like women do. And this will keep you constantly dating this type. See, what you're doing is there's something with you not being able to cut that off that's keeping you from reaching your potential as a true man. And it may not have anything to do with being with somebody else, but it's basically saying, like, I'm dependent. I'm dependent on you. And it doesn't make you feel good about yourself. And so it becomes this mother-son type of thing. And this is why you attract women that are just like your mom. You could do no wrong unless I need to get a rise out of you. Yeah. Never mind. Who got hurt and your wife hasn't asked you once if you need anything? You're such a miserable bitch. Your name Marsha. Ugh. Heart chakra. And memories of love. Spiritual union. Somebody misses somebody from before. This seems to be pretty active in my messages as well, that there are a lot of men and women who miss people that they used to be with. Not all of you are at fault for what happened. It's not really a fault that you didn't see all of the bad influence coming from friends and family who wanted you split up, and you believed the shit that you heard, and some of you are paying the fucking price for it. I don't want to hear anything about edited videos and pictures. I really don't, because I believe myself as who I am and I know to be. I have to see it for myself. I have to see them for myself. I have to watch them and make my own assessment. I refuse to be that fucking kid at the playground that just believes everything that they're told. You become a bully eventually. Even if it's a verbal bully and you start talking shit on somebody that didn't do shit to you. And because everybody else is, you become a follower and a bully, and it weakens you as a man. Which is why this woman here won't have anything to do with you while you're like that. You won't be able to. She's too intimidating. You can't get a rise out of her. And if you do, it's usually later on, very silently. You'll know. And you can't make her feel insecure. And if that's what bothers you about her, you are never going to be ready, not for a long time, sir, to be around this woman. Even as a friend, she's going to agitate you. Let's see what song's playing. I don't care anymore. Right, you became a gossiper. You spend time with too many fucking women who flap their jaws all day long, or the men in your family became little gossiping bitches too. It's just what happened. If you were supposed to hook up with this guy and you just kind of get like, oh, whatever, I feel like this is really bothering him. So what he's doing is he's trying to get attention out of someone else by just agitating her. Maybe you need some kind of supply too. Who's the gift giver taker? And this doesn't have to be a gift that was bought at a store. This could be... Yeah, he's different. She's different. I'm going to bake those cupcakes you like. They don't want to. But they need to know that they changed the way you felt about them. Just like that. And they need to know, this is how I can do it. This is the way to his heart, her heart, this way. I saw those shoes. I walked past their store. I was on my break today, and I saw those shoes that you like. That's when he didn't say he was going to get them for you. He's just letting you know, I can change your mood towards me at any given time because you let me know what your weaknesses are. There's somebody who buys them. They buy the gift, already knowing that you're going to cause an argument where you're going to take it back. You're going to make that person seem like they didn't appreciate the gift. And some of you have actually taken them back and returned the shit and lied and said that they got stolen, that somebody broke in the car. There's a man who actually broke his own fucking car window. I can't figure out why, because the window costs more than what you paid for the purse. It's weird, the things that we do, right? No more. No more. You don't have a chance with this other woman is what they're saying. My life changed because someone was there to get me to use drugs. It could have been, for some of these guys, these people that they chose to be with, they are now addicts. They're addicts. They're full-fledged addicts. And I feel like somebody said no in the past. Somebody was already told no. Huh. Oh, that's not what this is. What happened between... Did you already have interaction with this guy for the woman? Did you already have interaction with this guy? And was he just too... It was too much work. That's what I feel like. You wanted me to work for something that I didn't even know if it was worth it yet. It's like we show up on the first date. Within 10 minutes, I feel like I have to do something for you. It's just how you made her feel. You need to be worthy of that. You have to show me. And she could have even said this shit. It just was just the way that your body language told this man that if you're looking for something more from me now, you're not going to get it. He didn't like that. He became aggravated when that happened. And I feel like he either canceled the date early, right? Did he end the date early or something? Or he was on his fucking phone the whole time acting like he was getting text messages and shit. Now all of a sudden, there's a story that comes about him in the almost divorced. It's like to get your jealousy out of a woman on the first date. I don't understand why this happens. Why would you want that anyway? You know what comes with a certain level of jealousy? Danger when it comes. Yeah, you know, I'm that. Okay, this is to bring up something to try to make her to get a reaction. I'm married. I'm actually still married. Well, I'm not married, but we're getting divorced, and it's. How many people still use this story? You know, you know, she's constantly emailing me and texting me about certain things, about what we're splitting up and shit. I don't even know what. I guess it's just this. Charlie. Yeah. It's they're acknowledging the priceless value of certain women. What is it? I should love your love. The Guess Who laughing. Do you know what I feel? For the woman, I feel like you've been alone a lot because you're this kind of woman. And this guy, this jerk off, could have laughed at you with certain things. Like he could have said, well, she's by herself all the time, nobody else. It's because you're the most sexy, beautiful, strong, fucking brave, diverse, consistently diverse woman. You're so fucking intimidating. And instead of him just saying that, he had to mock you in certain ways. He's no different than this bro. In fact, I don't know who's born a woman and who's actually born a man in this situation. Just keep doing what you're doing. It's over our message. See you.